Well, I'm gonna do one thing, a little thing in here, and I wasn't gonna do it because I got the summary, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the transcript. Apparently, it lost today's conversation too. It's getting annoying. Copy the transcript. Let me paste this in. See if it works. There. Okay, let's just go ahead and cut that out and cut that out and this like it is. Okay, so stream ninja. Okay. Actually, that was today's transcript. I just decided to paste it. Okay, so it's Saturday, March 21st, 2020, 2026, approximately 10:18 p.m. EST. Work on story beat 3. Let me pull it up. Alright, so we're gonna go into here. We're gonna go to favorites, and so I'm keeping my voice kind of low because Dad's asleep, and it's kind of late. Not it's too late, but it's kind of late at night. And pull this up, and well, this looks huge. I mean, it kind of is huge, but maybe that will sort of um, counterbalance chapter 12, which is gonna have like less pages in it. Okay. Control C. Now, let me look and see this one, light of day. Actually, you know what? Let's open here. We can do that, but let's recent Quicksilver Chronicles. Oh, oh, there we go. Alt. Um, okay. These are the last 2 beats in chapter 12. I realize I have a note in there stating where a decision point might go. Look over both beats and give me some impressions on whether or not you think there should be or shouldn't be decision points other than what I already noted. Good spot for phase one. Later, the beat's already strong. The thunder is the clear signal. The rescue is the payoff. The train breakout is the chapter climax. Compressions, the only place that really deserves a decision point. It's the last moment of player control before the scripted escape. It gives a meaningful agency without creating dead ends or alternate endings. Fits phase one perfectly. Recommended keep a light decision here. Options could be direct assault, dwarves, charge the nearest guards first. Coordinated takedown, drive split, and silently grab guards from behind. Both lead to the same guards down, everyone outbeat, but flavor differs. Direct shouts and struggle coordinated. Influence the style of the rescue, even if the result is fixed. Other places, don't add more. Thunder's the trigger, no choice there. It's scripted, freeing the slaves. And Dad is momentum driven. Guard overpower moment is enough. It gives the player one last I made that happen beat. Okay. Roland's dad is going to extricate himself. Remember when I said, well, okay. So there's one thing in beat 2 where you can talk to Dad before going for the office in the stealthy path. In that, he mentions he didn't want to try to escape because any destruction of the machine might bring the whole cave system down on their heads. So he sort of stays where he is, hoping that Roland would give the info to Hubert, which he did. There's also a place in the stealthy path where they whisper to one of the slaves pouring metal to cast to get ready. So I can only have a max. Okay. Let's leave that there, I guess. Okay. Got it. Nice touch with Dad. Conversation. Stuff back. Quick bounce on how it fits. Dad's line. I didn't want to escape. Destruction of the machine might collapse the cave system. Explains this in action perfectly. Gives an agency and stakes. Protecting everyone, not just waiting passively. So that's why he stays put until the signal. Makes Roland earlier get ready. Whispered to Ernie's relaying Hebert's plan, which Dad already hoped for. Whispered to the slave pouring metal clean, subtle agency moment, fits the quiet intrusion theme, adds one more heads up ripple about derailing linearity. Slave's reaction, quick nod or glance reinforces the coordinated escape vibe. No extra decision points needed beyond what you already have. The two you noted, talk to dad versus continue, and the guard overpower order in the Thunderbeat are playing phase one. Okay. Um, no, that's already done in beat 2. I haven't written beat 3 yet. So, both Roland and John are working the mines now, and they're waiting for the signal. I can only have a max of 3 choices. Well, not true, actually. Well, let me think for a second. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. 3 choices, max. Well, generally, to keep it from blowing up 3 choices, and then if I wanted you to experience all 3, then I would have the 15 page pattern AE permutations, I guess. That's what it is. In this case, 15 would be too many for the chapter, and I can instead compress into just 3 pages. This means that each action can be in 3 different orders. The player can pick which order, but their linear choices, they're linear, i.e. 3 different people overpower their guards. I don't know if I'm making sense, but we'll see if I'm making sense to this. Beat 3, suppose capture, wait for signal of the thundercrack from dwarves. Oopsie. Quick, really dwarf, quick dwarf, crafty dwarf. I think what I'll do is something like, Roland, Dad, and John. No, the gnome masters get distracted. Hit one. You want Roland to signal first. Hit two if you want. Roland's dad. To start removing himself. Hit three if you want John to signal first. This is for the third option. For the third option that I accidentally didn't type in here before I hit enter. I typed in here before I accidentally hit enter. First one. Well, it's Roland and it's Roland. It's either Roland first, his dad first, or John first. And then the other two do their things. then the rest of them overpower it. Okay. In fact, I should just go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Um, Sound of thunder. This will be fairly simple, fairly quick, and fairly easy. So we're going to do this way. Hit 1 if you want signal burst. Hit 2 if you want John to signal burst. 3 if you want Roland's dad to start removing himself. Okay. Gnomes, put. Okay, I guess I'll copy those lines here. Actually, you know what? All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and where's Quicksilver Alt? Okay, let's do something here. I'm gonna save that. And copy this over. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Roland and John starts whispering to the nearby dwarves to get ready. After a time, the whole everyone in the mines get the idea. Wait. Somewhere in the mines. Hit 1 if you want. Okay. After the loud crack, and yells, Level 1, level 2. Okay. Yeah, it was Dwarven brothers. Oh, yeah, that was the signal. Your dwarves level 3 overpower their gnome masters. Okay. Roland's dad breaks his own chains. And yells for everyone. No, my friends. Yells his signal. We're gonna do it like that. I don't want to do like quotes and stuff. Now, my friends. Well, they'll just do it. John is up on the hub on level 1. Overpowers. John up on level 1. Overpowers. One's up to level 1. And grabs the gnome overseer. John then takes the keys and runs down to the other levels. He unlocks the shackles. Other chains on every other slave he can find. Okay. So this is, we're gonna do the same thing, right? Hit 1 to continue. Hit 0 to quit that. And okay, so we're gonna copy this. Control C, and let's just let's do this, except for we're gonna change the order a little bit. John is actually freeing the slaves. If you want, okay. Go find the... Want John to... get the master key chain from the... Well... Find the keys to... okay. Helping slaves to escape. Okay. After, wait. After the loud crack, John yells, yells the signal. I guess we'll just, he runs, we'll just say he runs up and grabs the gnome overseer and takes the keys and runs down to the other levels, unlocking, then also yells the signal. Doors on level 3 overpower their gnome masters. Breaks some chains and yells his signal. Okay, and then we're gonna do, okay, and then we do this one more. The loud crack. Crack. Instead breaks his own chains. He then yells the signal. Okay. Next, Owen yells his signal. Doors on level 3 overpower their gnome masters. John runs up to level 1, grabs the gnome overseer. John takes the keys. Okay, so that is actually good. So that's what I do on the 3 pages. Okay. 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 Actually, this. We'll see. Let's go back over here to Sound of Thunder. Go ahead and put B like that. Okay. Well, it looks like I get chapter 12 done tonight. Maybe. March 21st. Okay. Okay. Roland, John, and Roland's dad. Okay. So, Roland, John, Roland's dead. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy that. Roland, John, and Roland's dead. Okay. Roland yells at. Make this page 1. So. Okay, Roland yells out. And this one is John buys the keys. John handles the overseer. Page 2. And the overseer. We'll do it like that. John and the overseer. That. And then this one. Roland's dad breaks it down. No. A giant. What do I call this one? A giant problem. Call this a giant problem, like so. Let's pick up the chapter, copy, and paste, paste, and paste. Okay. Now, now what we do is we go into the door here, copy, and we go into here and add each of these to the doors, paste, paste, paste. Now, in here, what we do is we go V, Control V, then we go over here, we make this choice 2, and we make this choice 3. So, and then we OS that. Okay, so then what we do is we copy the ID, copy, V. Copy. Oh. And here we copy. Three. Okay. Control S, and this should reflect. And that is fine. And then what we do is, let's do that. That's probably okay. Okay, and here, let's just do this. Okay, now let me go ahead and Control S, the room data, make sure everything's saved, and then let's go ahead and add the descriptions to each of these. So this is Roland yells out. So let's go into here. We'll see here. Control B. Okay. Then let's go over to here. Control C. John the Overseer. Control B. Okay. And okay. B. Okay. That looks good. And okay. Save this too. Okay. There we go. Let's do that. Like so. That's kind of okay. Okay. I'm just doing some little slight formatting here, and that should be it. Okay. Looks like. Right. Okay. Looks like I have everything finished. Oh, captured. Oh, wow. Thanks. Uh, Let me see. Is chapter 13 the one I'm actually working on? Yes, Terror in the Skies. Okay. Up in there. Right. Okay, so right now I'm just. Oh, there we go. What I meant to do here. Okay. I'm mostly just trying to. That. I see. No, that's about right. I think. Just compressing these mostly. Terror in the Skies. Okay. Control save. Room data. Alright. So let me go over. Control S. Let's just go ahead and close that. Let's go File, Open, Renew. Go ahead here. Oop. Terror in the Skies. This is where I'll have to actually separate them into. Oh, interesting. Lands on the west side terrace of the castle and then lets Hubert off. Sir Hubert starts systematically searching for grounds for Violet. Care not to be seen, Sir William flies off and heads back toward the bats in the belfry. Violet comes out of the east gate of the castle towards the east side train depot. Hubert confronts Violet, and before she can do anything, casts a spell that returns magic. Violet yells alert the guards, and Hubert starts running. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. This is back at the castle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. While Sir William is flying, a huge black dragon swoops out from the sky and hits him full on. See, this is what would actually require a separate story beat, but because there's only the one deal. Hmm. Huge black dragon swoops out from the sky and hits him full on. Black Knight, seeing it drop quick, two circles around and starts flying toward Sir William again. After falling a bit, Sir William regains his balance and starts flying towards Crooked. Sir William gets a few hits, but doesn't do much damage to Crooktooth as he knocks Sir William out of the sky again. Crooktooth starts heading towards Sir William again, when two other dragons swoop in behind them. These are the two dragons Chester and Nestor fight toward uh, Sir William and turn around to confront Crooktooth. All three start flying towards the Black Knight. Sir William and the twins manage to batter Crooktooth and his rider, the Black Knight. The battle ends quickly when the Black Knight and Crooktooth separate and fall to their deaths. I can probably do that. So these are actually the 4 story beats. Okay, save. Now we're going to copy this. Select all, copy. Where in the skies? Um, tell it to do that. Okay, save. Okay. Um, okay, let's just select all, copy. Actually, let's open my notes down here. Chapter 13, third sky. Actually, I can just put that up here. Okay. So let's go back to El Greco. All right. Okay. Here's chapter 13. Not ready for bed just yet either. I will do so in 20 minutes, or I might extend it to half an hour. It kind of depends on how things go. So here's chapter 13 with 4 story beats. Actually, I should name the story beats too, shouldn't I? Actually, I'll do that. Okay, so in search of half magic. Search of half magic. Do that, like that. Magic returns. That. Flying fight, Lights of Fancy. Right. And then unexpected help. Okay. Okay, let's copy this. Now, before we do anything else, I'm gonna shift enter here, enter here, enter, shift enter. Lights of Fancy. Unexpected help. Okay. Give me some ideas where there should be some natural decision points. Even light character flavor points. Okay, let's see what it says. Solid chapter. Quick cinematic escalates nicely from stealthy search to aerial brawl to surprise rescue. There are natural spots for light decision points and feel organic. Don't bloat pages and let the player express. Think through the gardens. Cut straight across the courtyard. So basically, the search should have a. Okay, that's all right. Here, cast a spell in violet. No, see if I do. Okay, so if I do the one there, then this is the payoff, right? Set up and payoff, right? Dodge and counter. Charge head on, aggressive bold. So okay, all right, unexpected help. Um, so this follows a classic pattern. I usually have two places, two beats with decision points, either even or odd, and occasionally the two innermost 2, 3, 2, and 3. In this case, it's classic setup and payoff, which means Hubert search for violet is the setup. That's where a decision point belongs. And Hubert confronting Violet and getting his magic back is the payoff, with no decision point. So then, Fights of Fancy, then Fights of Fancy, while not really so much a place for interaction, doing like you said, where you have dodge and counter and head on. Makes that work for that. In fact, that's an order case where unexpected help is the payoff. The twin dragons, Chester and Nestor, swoop in and help poor Sir William defeat the Black Knight. And his flying steed. Yes, chapter follows your classic set payoff pattern perfectly. Your instinct where to place natural spot for decision. How do you approach the search? Stick to the shadows, cut across the open ground for speed, flavor. Different shadows over here, gods. Magic returns. Violent cast spell, no decision point needed. Climax of the setup. The action is fixed. Spell returns baddies. Chase starts. Adding a choice here and dilute the payoff. Keep it scripted. Fights of Fancy. Setup beat for arrow. Fight Sir William versus Cryptooth. A good spot for light. Order flavor choice. Your dodge and counter versus head on is ideal. Two choice. Dodge and counter attack. Evasive. Try to head on. Both get him knocked down. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do the inversion pattern on that, I think. Because it's just it's 3 methods where you do all 3 of them. And so the first one would be, okay, so you have 3 choices. So you have, let's say, charge head on. Then there's dodge and there's counterattack, right? So um so these would be in pair and this would be together. So when it goes to charge head on, then it goes down, and 2 choices from that are dodge and counterattack. Let's see. It'd be 2 choices. They do. Well, how do they do the stupid inversion pattern? I don't even remember how to do it properly now. Let's see. Oh yeah, you have to do the other one if you're doing the all three thing. Okay, so charge head on, right? Then the next one is either evade or counterattack, right? And then right, yeah. So evade and counterattack. Then you do the opposite so that you hit all three options. That's right. Do that. I could have done that with um the thing in the mines, anyways. Not a big deal. Though I'm gonna kind of leave it like it is. But okay. Did help? Help. Ah. Oh yeah, the inversion pattern. Um, so there's an inversion pattern for if I want to um, do all three options, but not blow out the amount of pages. Sometimes I call it the yin yang pattern. So what it means is I have three choices, and two choices are sort of linked, and one is by itself. So choice A goes to either B or C, but then if you choose B, then it goes to the only one left, which is C. But if you choose C, then you can only go to B. Okay, that's that's one side. The other side has the two options, B and C. Uh, if you choose B, you can only go to A. If you choose C, you also can only go to A. Well, that's not true either, is it? Wait, is that how that works? Oh, if you choose B, um, if you choose B, you go to C, and then you go to A. Go to C, and then to A. If you choose C, you go to B, and then to A. Covers all bases that way. That works. Yeah. You were describing chapter 12, verses 13. I'm using the inversion pattern for, which one am I using the inversion pattern for? Okay, my eyes starting to melt now. Um, um, E3, i.e. the battle. Okay, so a little kind of diagram, sort of. Enter A, B, C. Um, maybe I should draw it. Should I draw the inversion pattern? Okay, let's do something here. Let's go up to here. Let's go to Blender. We're gonna open. Now, you can choose to go to either A or B. B or C, I mean. B, C. Here you have to go to C. Here you have to go to B. You've already done A at the top. See? Okay? That, okay. Now, this one goes down here. This one goes down here. Okay. Now, okay. So let me see how that works. A or C. And honestly, C. Let's see. This is where I have to do the duplicates anyway, so okay. C, A. Actually, I can, here, I can do this. Okay, so it sort of looks like this. Uh, A, C. C, A, like that. Okay. C, go to uh, A, B, B, A. Okay, these are duplicates. And honestly, I guess I could use the diamond pattern for that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 also. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah. That's not the inversion pattern, though, is it? That's the 15 pattern. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have a real inversion pattern. Because each time I try to look that up, it doesn't do like the right thing here. It's not a true inversion pattern. It doesn't look like. That's this one here. That's because this one it has two options, right? Go after red, get to Totem of Leadership, Dead Riding Hood. How to steal a totem, distracting word, the knockout, Dead Riding Hood. How to steal a totem, distracting word, the knockout. Okay. This is the inversion pattern. I see. These are the same order. Okay. And I still managed to explain the inversion pattern incorrectly. Okay. That's fine, but I need to go back in here and check and see if this is okay. Dead Riding Hood. Totem of Leadership. Okay, I get it here though. These are actually the same. These are actually the same order. One to give the guard another command. Try still do them. Go after red. Go after red. Okay. My yin yang pattern is it doesn't exist or something. I guess I have to use the diamond pattern because this is what I got here. Hmm. Okay, that's that one. Okay, so here's a talking plant, usual office horticulture. She loves me not. Plant. Oh, I see. These are alternate methods. These aren't in, this is not an inversion. I see. Huh. Okay. Well, my bad, I guess. Okay. Hmm. I think it was to lead to something so you could have a two choice system. Hmm. Evade or counterattack. You could do evade or you could do counterattack. Both of them would go to the one, the charge ahead. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's think. I guess this is not a permutation pattern. You do have three choices, but you only ultimately do two of the three. Yes, you're right. It's not a full all permutation pattern. You're describing a more compact set. The player chooses one of three actions to skip, or one to do last. The other two always happen the same if the player gets to influence the action or omitted. Here, uh, let me go ahead and draw it to where it should be correct here. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, then what happens is this down to here. This goes to A. This one goes to B or C like that. So Like that. Okay. Inversion pattern. Okay, so let's just go ahead and I can save this, but I can also grab a screenshot. Well, let's grab it screenshot wise. It's quicker that ways. Grab a selection, screenshot, copy the clipboard. Two methods of attack, so I'll probably put the evade one as the single. Okay. Control V. Okay. Here's the actual version pattern. Notice you can either only do A and B or A and C. On the other, it's B and A or C and A. But it does help break up the monotony, and probably the single should be the evade or defensive maneuver, and then the double should be both kinds of attacks. Like and actually I like that dodge and counter, charge and ram, aggressive high damage, circle and harry. Okay. 13. Okay. Dodge, counterattack, counter attack, charge, head on, or something of that nature. Got the sketch on the pattern. Thanks for clarifying the inversion yin-yang structure of the diagram. Makes it crystal clear. Two link choices that always follow each other in one or another, and the standalone one can be first or last depending on the branch. A, B, C, or C, B, B, C, A, C, B, A. The covers all 6 experiment with only 5 pages total, which is efficient and keeps the chapter from feeling repetitive. 6 pages actually, but that's okay. Field suggested actions. 3. A. Dodge and recover. B. Counterattack. C. Charge head on. Page flow. It's not 5 pages total. It's anyways. Charge head on. And B or A and C, right? Counter first, B, C, A. They both go to counterattacks. No. It's either it's either counterattacks or it's charges, and then dodges. Actually, it's counter. Either counter attacks and then dodges, or charge head on and then dodges. Note, B and C lead to A. A also leads to B and C. Making sure I get that straight. The inversion pattern is locked in for beat 3 with a dodge recover as the single defensive maneuver that can come first or last. B and C counterattack as a linked offensive pair that always follow each other. And no, that's not it either. No, you choose B between the two attacks. So you never hit all three. You hit. So either. So you choose A, and then you can choose either B and C. Or if you choose B or C, they both lead to A. Okay, got it. The pattern's crystal clear now from your sketch and explanation. For beat 3, you're using a version where the pair chooses between two attacks. Defensive maneuver A. No. No. You still don't quite get it. You get to pick from 3 choices. If you pick A, the defensive, then you get a choice of the 2 attacks, either B or C, either counter attack or head on. Or head on. If you choose B, then the only other one you get is A. If you choose C, the only other one is also A. So of the 2 attack types, you only get to choose one, but you always get to use the defensive option. Does that make sense? I drew it in the sketch, so I don't know if it couldn't tell or what. Got it now. Thank you for clarification in the diagram. The pattern is clear. 3 choices. A, dodge, recover. B, counterattack. C, charge head on. Player picks A, the defensive one, they get a second choice. B or C, one attack. If player picks B or C, an attack, then the only remaining action is A. So player always gets the defensive maneuver. Player always gets exactly one of the 2 attacks. Total actions per path 2. Total pages for and actually it's actually a full 6 pages really, because remember I can't loop back, so I'm not, these aren't going to the same A page, they're duplicates. It will actually be 6 pages because each page will be duplicated twice. Remember, no loop backs, always forward. So even if they're the same option, they get a separate page. They even have different page numbers, but the same title. And that's actually fine. It's got it. The immersion pattern sketch means 6 distinct pages and the loops always forward. Separate pages, even duplicate for duplicate options. For beat 3, 3 choices are A, dodge and recover, B, counterattack, C, charge head on, bold defense. The pattern gives exactly 6 pages. Setup page. Choose how Sororium opens 1, 2, and 3. A plus first plus B. Dodge counterattack. A first plus C. Dodge charge head on. Almost identical except for the second action's flavor. B first plus A. Counterattack. Dodge and recover. C first plus A. Charge head on. Dodge and recover. These are the 2 most are almost identical for the first action's flavor. Convergence page. Even if pages 2 and 3 share a lot of text, 4 and 5 do too. They're separate pages with the unique ID numbers, which is exactly what you need for your system. This keeps the fight at 2 actions, 1 offense, 1 dodge, gives a real choice on the order. Lets your, if it's your 6 pages, duplicates a separate rule. When you make the duplicate page feel more distinct, e.g., different wording. I can do that, but I'm realizing that that only makes sense on the narrative page. I was doing that at first because several of the patterns require duplicate pages, but realized that this is not the narrative pass, so I only need to modify it if order matters. If it doesn't, then they can use the exact same text because I only want to worry about the words when I'm I'm implementing the narrative pass. Yes. It's still the event path, so exact wording and polish don't matter yet. The goal is just to get the structure, branching logic, and flow locked in so you can test all paths lead to the intended outcome. Functionally identical except for order, use the exact same text, give them different page IDs, don't waste time, only make or actually change the outcome or logic. Player sees meaningful different events. Mm. 4 pages total. No, it's gonna be 6 pages. That's okay. Um. Okay. Well, time's up for tonight. I need to head to bed. So at least I have an idea now where the decision points go and how that battle is going to work. Okay, so let's do the one thing here, and that is okay. Hmm. A choice can go here as to how he searches for Violet. She's actually going to be on the castle grounds at this point, not in Fairy God College. Um, some A choices for attacking, evading, can go in here anywhere in the middle of the beat. Dodge, evade, charge head on, and um, I don't know, it'd be more like attacking from the side. Let's say counterattack, I guess. That. I'm just gonna save that. Okay, and then we're done. Thanks, TYL. Shoot, I might be able to handle chapter 13 tomorrow sometime, maybe. Maybe I'll get a chance during the day, and maybe I'll get a chance at night to do so, which means that at least I can start on 15 to 16. You know, even if I don't get the whole thing done next week. And I also have 3 days afterwards. So Monday, Monday through Friday, and then we actually have 4 days after that. So I might be able to squeeze in. It's okay. It's like um, it might not work, but if I could get chapter 13 done tomorrow, that means that I got all those days afterwards, starting Monday, to get all four of the remaining chapters. In fact, what I ought to do is I ought to aim for um, one chapter a day. I know it sounds hard, and it kind of is hard, but if I identified the decision points in all four of those, then I could be busy working on them. See if I can get a chapter done in a day, in 2 sessions. Might be hard, but I might be able to do that if I kind of rush it a little bit. And that way, I have some room to spare. And that's a thought. How many days would be Monday? 5, 7, 8. It'd be 8 days, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days. Now, if I did 2 days per chapter, I might be able to get it done by the 31st and have enough time left over. That might work. That's only if I can get chapter 13 done tomorrow. If I can get it done in a really short period of time, then yeah, I could see doing that. Monday, Tuesday would be chapter 15. Wednesday and Thursday would be chapter 16. Friday and Saturday would be chapter 17. Sunday and Monday would be chapter 18, and I'd have a day to spare. Or I could do it, still do it that ways, but uh, let's say I start on Tuesday. Let's say I didn't get 13 done, but I worked on enough of it that when I started Monday, I finished chapter 13 on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday could be. That's a thought. I could do it. I could do it. I might try to do that. Super important that I hit the deadline, so I might try that. Anyways, thanks everybody. I'll see you later. See you on Monday or possibly another session. Oh, let me do my little quick recording here. Today is okay. So today was a bonus episode that I started on Saturday night, March 21st, 2026. It rolled over to Sunday, but so Saturday, still part of Saturday. So today, what I did is I finished chapter 12, and I got started identifying decision points for chapter 13. So if I go in here, chapter 13, stare in the skies, that's fine. And this is here's chapter 14, chapter 12. I mean, that is there. Only 14 pages in there, but that's okay because up here, this has far more pages, so it kind of balances out as far as the number of pages. Okay, so that's what I did. Okay, thank you for watching part 4, bonus.